flew out at the same time. Didn't have any issues. I probably should have avoided the plain breakfast they served us.
Okay. Duly noted.
My bowels learned a few days.
Yeah.
Over the next
what
few
airline?
days.
Let's drag them through the mud.
No, well,
I'm just kidding.
well, here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't remember what airline it was.
Okay.
But when they were serving us, they were like, "We are so sorry about this. Oh, normally a lot better."
This episode is brought to you by Goodr. Goodr is the ultimate brand of sunglasses. If you're an athlete, if you're a cyclist, if you're a runner, you want to wear them. No slip, no bounce. All polarized, all fun. Look at my guy Frank.
No moving.
Oh, wow. That's a demo right
Isn't
there.
that crazy?
All right. Shout out Goodr. Thank you so much. Today we'll officially start this episode. Welcome back to another episode of Talking While Running. Super special guest. 12 days out from London. Ultra Pro. Furman Paladin. Frank Lara. Thanks so much, dude. Roots runner. How are you, dude?
I am great. Really excited to be here. I've never run this closely behind a car before.
What do you think so far?
Pretty cool.
Okay.
That's a lie.
All right, anyway, you were saying you actually ran into a pace car.
Yeah.
What was the race? What happened?
I'm not going to say what race it
Okay,
was.
okay, fair enough.
But I got out a little hot. And I guess they didn't realize that I was leaving. And there's this right turn like half a mile in. And the second I
based off of that, no, I'm kidding.
the second I made that turn, the like press truck with all the cameras and stuff was just like parked there. Oh. And I ran right into it. And
Did it actually hurt?
probably not really.
Okay.
That was
You're
the
fired
adrenaline
up.
was up.
Yeah.
I was like, that ruined me for the whole race.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't win it because
Right. You're gonna set a world record.
despite my
actually.
lead.
Yeah.
That ruined all the momentum I had.
I mean, there's a real chance that that's true, but
I mean, it was rumored that if you ever catch the pace, like the lead vehicle, you would just get to ride it.
yeah, you can jump in it. That's for sure. It's like on this show, if you can catch the car, you can leave the episode.
Alan's really testing me here.
If I give you a question you don't like, just run away.
Just jump in the car.
Yeah. Well, going off of that, London, 12 days. Take us
12
through.
days.
Kind of like, all right.
13 days.
Okay. I didn't check the countdown today. My bad.
I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. You know more than me. What's the plan going forward? Like, I mean, when do you leave? And do you have a, just kind of pre-race schedule at all yet, or too soon to say?
Yeah, well, so me and my teammate, Luke Caldwell, are doing it together.
Okay.
So we've been doing all of our workouts, stride for stride. But he's from there, so he's heading out a week earlier than I am.
Okay.
So I get to have my last little workout with Luke.
No, I didn't know he's
before
from
out.
London. Cool.
And I'll leave next Wednesday.
Okay.
So like 4 days out from the race.
Yep.
I think some people would say that's too close for international flight.
I have no idea,
But I've been
it sounds fine.
the only other like race I've done like that was Valencia half, and
Right.
I flew out
61 flat.
At the same. Yep.
Jeez.
I flew out at the same time. Didn't have any issues. I probably should have avoided the plain breakfast they served us.
Okay. Duly noted.
My bowels learned a few days.
Yeah.
Over the next
What
few days.
airline? Let's drag them through the mud.
No, well,
I'm just kidding.
well, here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't remember what airline it was.
Okay.
But when they were serving us, they were like, "We are so sorry about this. Oh, normally a lot better." And
We
I was-
just had Nel Rojas on who had parasites. It kind of sounds like that, actually.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. All right.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have taken the warning with more gravity.
Yeah.
But, London's coming up. I have this is my like first lower mileage week.
Beautiful.
I think I've been hitting pretty much 100 for the past few months.
Wow.
And gonna be doing 80 this week. 15x.
Congratulations.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this extra time.
Come on another episode.
I will
Well, you can
literally
guest
have
host.
double the free time.
Well, actually, this would just be more running, so I guess that doesn't really help you. But I want to jump back to the Valencia. Take us through that race, 61. I think your goal and kind of the indicator before that was that you may even have been able to run faster, and that's already insane. what do you remember about that kind of race, and maybe take us through the day?
So leading into that race, I had been smashing workouts. Everything was going perfectly. And early in the year, Coach Richie and I discussed, like, we want to chase a fast half. Like, that's what we're going to do this season. And we were kind of gearing towards running 60 flat. That was kind of like what we can do.
Unreal.
So I had probably the most confidence I've ever had going into a race, going into that one. And it could not have been set up better.
You had Drake on the headphones, or kind of what was in the tone? Like,
more of a Bad Bunny guy.
Oh, I respect. I love it.
No, it was just, like I said, the plain stuff. The food was, I think, got to me. Either that or...
So that was the minute. That was the sub 60.
Yeah, that was it right there.
Yeah.
Well, there was that, and then this, I don't know if this compounds it, but like the...
I'll let you know.
Running in Valencia was really, really cool. Just like going out for runs.
Yeah.
Because you'd go out, like in the evening I got there, it was like 5 or 6 p.m. on a Thursday. I ran 4 or 5 miles, and it's probably been the most amount of people I've ever seen running at the same time as me in my life. Like,
really?
The park was just like flooding with people. I don't know if it was just because it was the race weekend.
Yeah.
Or if that's what it's like all the time.
Valencia.
Yeah, but then the next morning, I got up to run in the morning like I normally do. Dead silent.
Okay.
There was nobody out in the morning. And that's where I ran into some issues. Because I didn't realize the most modern looking bathrooms were bathrooms.
Okay.
They looked like a piece of art. I wasn't going to go use that.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, Valencia sounds amazing.
I know. But with the bowel turmoil I've been going through,
right,
I was like, I have to find something, and I didn't.
Damn!
But I didn't know I had it.
Yeah.
It was there.
Brother, I've been there before.
Yeah.
And I mean...
But now I know what a bathroom looks like in Europe.
Wow. That's a good lesson.
Yeah.
Clip that.
But the race was awesome. We had a pacer all the way through 15K, which...
Any competition that race that was bowing you up to, or how'd the race pan out?
Not specifically individuals, but it was just...
Cut.
There wasn't like anyone that I was like really excited to race, because I didn't know anyone.
Right.
You know? I like to think I kind of opened the door for other people in the U.S. to go and race that, which they did the next year.
For sure.
But I had a lot of reason to go there. My fiance,
Congrats.
Thank you. She was an au pair in Spain for one summer.
Wow.
And her host family like lives in Valencia now. So after the race, we like stayed with the locals and had a.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Doing it right.
Yeah. If I could just move to Spain, I would just do it.
Sounds like you have
pretty much in a heartbeat.
That's fine.
But I loved it. I loved being there. But the race itself, I was just excited to run fast. I knew it was like gonna be the perfect setup for it.
Robbie! OG!
Absolute legend.
We had an episode. Stay tuned. It's coming out next.
Nice little cameo there.
Dude, yeah. Not the first time. Anyway, Rob, you interrupted us. How dare you?
So I made it to 15K feeling pretty good.
Yep.
Made it to 10 miles. Had a look at our watch. I was like, oh, I guess that's the American record, but it doesn't really count for anything. Not to say that other people haven't run faster than that for 10 miles.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been recorded.
Yes.
But then my stomach remembered what it was going through.
Yep.
And that last 5K was kind of solo, but I gutted it out.
Literally gutted it out.
I gutted it out, yeah. I was on, the guys, the group I was with, there was 5 or 6 of us. They ended up running 60-14, 60-15, kind of in that range. And me just holding it together.
I mean, that's so filthy. Like,
but another thing that bothered me was I looked at the clock, I broke 61. I look at my watch, I broke 61.
No!
I look at the results, there's like 3 different times on my regular result. I didn't know. One was like 60-55.
That's the chip math. Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me.
Okay, here's what we do. Valencia. We'll release this footage of Frank praising Valencia. Only if you edit the time. Drop a second.
I don't mind that.
Come on, that's a deal.
I think so Howie Keflezgy's my agent.
Okay, shout out Howie.
Howie's awesome. Obviously, met Keflezgy's brother. I think I might have bumped Meb off the top 10 list.
Oh, sick.
That time.
Well, that's awesome.
I don't know if the time I thought I ran bumped.
Okay. I don't fact check here, so you can just say it.
Yeah, so that was the best time ever run by anyone ever.
You're a natural on talking while running.
But it was cool, and since then, everyone's running faster than that.
Yeah. But
that's what a waste of a day.
Nah, you're gonna catch it up. You'll be there.
I do want to go back there.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for you on the starter list now. Knowing you have the local special the night before too. That's unfair. When DraftKings starts doing betting, I'll be hammering that. Oh, okay.
That's so much ham.
The fuel
so
champions.
Good.
Yeah.
So much seafood.
You've raced this year already some really good races. You ran, Sound 10 and then a half earlier?
Yeah,
in March?
The New York half.
Okay, yeah. So, what's kind of been the racing vibe this last few races and kind of your feeling or highlights so far?
Getting ready for London, we talked about will be kind of like a hybrid training system. So we also really wanted to run a fast 10K.
Okay. And that kind of equals a fast half too.
Yeah. My progression into London has been, my first race was the BU 5K.
Nice. Love it.
So I'm running 10. United Airlines.
I see what's going on.
Just trying to double the distance.
Yeah.
Every race.
That's smart.
And the longer it's gone, the better it's gone.
The nervous system does the math?
Yeah.
I see what's going on here. Alright, so that means you're doing like a 52 miler?
Yeah,
next?
probably.
Yeah. No, but that makes sense. Okay, so you're doubling up mileage and then running the 26 in London. Have we, before we flip here, discussed, we'll stop talking about London after this. Any goal A, B, C kind of thing going into it or not even on the radar? We won't release this till after, so we'll cut it if you want.
No, you can release all you want. I like to be authentic.
Okay, shout out. Shout out the dogs.
I think for London, me and Luke, we're kind of want to go through half at 2:09 pace.
Hell yeah.
And then, which that would kind of qualify us for the world standard.
Yep.
And depending how that first half goes, we might even try to gear down to run 68 or 2:08.
Heck yeah.
For the Olympic standard.
I love it.
Yeah, I've never gone out of the two that I've done.
Yep.
I haven't really gone out super conservatively before.
Yeah. The 2 marathons you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this time I'll do it with help.
Yep. Well,
I know that Luke and I are in the same shape.
Yeah.
We literally have done everything stride for stride. In the Houston Marathon, he was 1 second behind me. Literally 1 second.
Yeah. Sorry, you're good to flip whenever. Okay, so
continuity.
Yeah. People get confused. All right, where were we? So the first 2 marathons you've done. Which were those? Kind of break down those experiences and any major lessons in hindsight or nuggets of from the marathon days.
Yeah, so 2 very different experiences.
Okay.
First one, Houston half, my hometown, go Astros.
Shout out.
I was actually at a Rockies game wearing an Astros hat and I couldn't find any other Astros fans. I thought that was weird.
Oh, is it?
Pretty strange. And
the Astros aren't popular?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking ball.
Anyway, back to the other sport.
Shout out Houston.
That was my first marathon, so we wanted to do it with a very conservative mindset of we're gonna do this.
Smart.
We're gonna do anything crazy. Coach gave me a pace limit. And prior to this, I paced 20 miles in the marathon project. a 2:09 pace.
Nice.
So I was like feeling pretty good about what I could do.
And no Andrade Martin here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is good. Okay, so then how did that race play out?
It was strange. The Houston half and full have the same starting line.
That is so weird. I thought that, yeah.
And they have the same first like 7-8 miles.
Yup.
And race takes off. A mile in, I look around. I'm like running. I hit like 450. I look around and I'm like, where is everybody? All the milers and all the marathoners and half marathoners just went together, and I was like, this seems dumb.
That is such a way to get a marathon started. Have people running much faster than you take it out.
I was like running with like the women's half.
Yeah, well,
winners.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
But stuck to the plan. By the time I got to like 6-7 miles, I'd caught back up.
Yeah.
Just running consistently, and through there I was at like 2:07 pace.
Wow.
And the second that the half split from the marathon,
yeah,
they were like, okay, we're not leading anymore, so we're not gonna lead it. We're not gonna like push it.
Yeah.
And we were.
So it just slowed down.
It slowed down so much.
Interesting.
So I led the entirety of the race without pushing because I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool because I was, I know these streets.
It wasn't an
These are my
advantage
streets. A little bit, yeah.
Frank Lara runs these streets,
But I would see like friends from high school, people in like
that's cool.
my high school letterman. I'd be like, wait, like, yeah, good job. And
That's so cool, yeah.
Augustus Mayo, who was in the race, would like lean into me and like tell me to focus.
That's awesome.
I was just having a good time. But yeah, Luke went out a lot more conservatively that day than I did. And then he caught us at like 20 miles and then kept going.
Wow, okay.
We all just hung on to Luke.
Yeah.
So that was a weird race with a lot of just like.
That's unorthodox.
I didn't really have like a goal per se. Just kind of running it. Chicago was very different.
Yeah. And what year?
This past year.
Yeah.
What year is it today?
When
are we?
23.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
Carry the one.
It was unclear what kind of pace people were trying to run. Whether there was pacers, what they would be doing. Or I knew there would be pacers, but not sure. That's like what I wanted to run.
What you wanted.
And the weather was going to be pristine. And like the night before, I had two options. Go through the half and like, I think it was like 65, or whatever Connor Manson's going to do.
Yeah.
And
60-30 maybe?
Because he supposedly had a pacer.
Okay.
And
so you're in the hotel room.
Yeah, this is the night before.
This is the scuttlebutt.
Yeah, my coach and I were talking.
Funny.
Like, what do we do?
Yeah.
He's like, well, would you be happy with running 210? I was like, not really.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, at the end of the day, you're still a 211 guy.
Yeah.
So like,
you should officially do it. Good call.
It's a good chance to shoot your shot and see what happens. So that's what we did.
Okay, so you go for that.
I go for it. That race was wild. Connor would be like touching his pace with me, like, "Hey man, you're slow."
Oh my god!
Like just like talking to him the first like 5
Connor
minutes.
Manson's pacer. That's a tough gig.
And I was just like along for the ride, and I don't know. We hit like some mid 15 5Ks and then like a random like 1440 in there.
Wow.
So it was just a lot of like accordion stuff that I just like. I think the group would have just run a lot faster overall if we had just like been slow and just like didn't overcompensate and just ran the race.
Kind of the same as almost for a different reason, but similar paces.
Yeah, this one was like a lot more of extreme fluctuations.
Okay.
But yeah, I got to like 20 miles thinking, all right, this is it. And after just like fartluging my way through 20 miles and everything fell apart. It took everything I had in me to just finish the race.
That makes sense. I mean, only thing harder than a marathon is a marathon that's run like that. So,
so I mean, I had a pretty solid 20-mile PR there.
right.
You know, But it definitely took a lot to like even just finish at that point, which
Good on you, though.
that's something that I like haven't done, don't plan on doing, is dropping out. I just I'm there, like I know I'm gonna like be mad at myself for not even trying to finish.
Yeah.
So I just, regardless of the result, I have to get to the finish line.
Yeah, that's respect.
But it was funny, after I had been dropped, I was like, oh, well, at least I'll be second American.
Yeah.
A few miles later,
yeah,
back. All right, thanks, guys.
Got that onto the list. All right. Well, you'll be back, bro. I mean, from what I've seen, the marathon is a lot of lessons and then a lot of stuff that just comes together, and
For sure.
it can work out.
Yeah. Definitely have like a better mindset going into this. Of just like, you can't control everything, and you got to give yourself the best shot. And for me, getting myself the best shot wasn't going sporadically throughout that race.
Yeah. Being nice and smooth.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a goal for London. I said we'd stop talking about it.
That's fine.
2 miles
We can
later.
talk about London all day.
No, let's jump into, switch the subject up. I did have a question. Furman Paladin. So, 2 things. Number 1, I think you were there like starting the program basically.
I was the second class that Coach Gary recruited.
Okay, so hold on, let's get into that in a second, but then also can you confirm, was Furman's acronym the Furman University Christian Knights? Or is that a lie?
People said that. I never saw that on any official merch.
Okay, I want the merch, bro. Okay,
I do have
anyway.
a shirt that says F you all the time.
That's good.
And I love that shirt.
I'm an idiot, so when I see stuff like that, I need to wear a shirt like that in the next episode. Make sure you follow Frank, all the stuff below.
Down here.
Down there. All the run details will be on Trackster. And keep an eye out for his performance in London and all the good stuff coming up. All right, here, let's hit next here. We're going to turn this cement road. Can't thank you enough for pulling off, Frank. Dude, I cannot believe the questions you're pulling out of your ass right now.